Oh yeah, we going live. Let me go ahead and turn this on real quick. It's a good one. Probably put this around here. I haven't been live in 8 months. 8 whole months I have not been live. So this is gonna be good to be able to tap in with you guys. So we're gonna chill for a minute, wait till everybody else hops on. I'm excited. What is this? 5:11 right now. It should get up, probably get up to about six-ish. So we're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna see how this goes. Appreciate all you guys. Appreciate all you guys for hopping on. This is gonna be interesting. So big topic today, man. This biggest thing I want to talk about is just high hurdling in the middle. Like living in an average world, having an existence as a man who is high performing or a man who can high perform in a very average world. Because a lot of the time we don't realize that we live in an average world, right? And the reason why we live in an average world, bro, let's be honest. We live in an average world because the system is extremely slow. Like every time I look around, even when I was in the US, like when you go into grocery stores, when you walk around, everyone's walking around slow. Everybody's walking around slow. And it's weird because every single time you see people walking around slow to make decisions, slow to check out, slow to get what they need. Everybody's moving slow. And for me, it's interesting. It's very interesting to see how many people are just moving extremely slow. And especially as a man, especially if you're trying to basically push. What's up, Hash Phantom? Good morning. Well, it's morning time where you're at. It's morning time where a lot of my US viewers are. So I'm in Romania, so it's like 5:12 right now. So typically I'll try to live stream a little bit later, but something just got into me. I'm like, I gotta live stream now because y'all gotta figure out who I am live. I'm the same person. Not putting on a persona. This is the same exact human being. Good evening from Venezuela. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, y'all gotta understand. There's so much that I've learned in terms of like just how people move. And the craziest part about it is like this whole Trump situation. Like all the average people are so stressed about Trump becoming president. Oh, everything's gonna be over. Here's the thing: when you are average, when you are an average man and you live in this world, everything Trump's not gonna save you. Nobody's gonna save you. Nobody. That's what I have to help people understand is like you're not getting saved by the president. You're not getting saved if Kamala Harris was president. You're going to be in the same state. So it's a matter of what urgency, what personal agency do you have? Like that's all that matters. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else. Everything else is bullshit. Hugo, how you doing, bro? How you doing? Everything, and y'all can ask me questions too, because I'm over here just rambling and rambling and rambling and rambling. That's what I like to do. See, a lot of these YouTubers, they can't live stream. See, YouTube, I think, got to a point where, and the same whole average thing exists, right? The average guys finally hopped on YouTube. They started posting these talking heads, these raw footage, and like, now we going live. This is the step up. This is where I think a lot of people can't compete. Because a lot of people can't yap live for a long period of time, but your boy can, right? Politics is really just a show for the world to watch. The outcome stays the same for the common man, regardless who you pick. That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, that's the honest truth. Like politics is it's all a game of chess. It's literally all a game of chess. All Trump, all he's doing is he's just literally moving little pieces, little pawns together. He just launched a coin. I'm not gonna lie, I got rug pulled, but I probably bought the wrong coin. But the reality is so many people are just up in arms. Elon did the Nazi salute. It's like, bro, he's trolling you. He's literally trolling you and you're falling for it. That's the thing that y'all don't understand. You know what I mean? I like to watch you when I study. That's dope, bro. I'm glad I could be somebody you could watch when you study. That's dope. Yeah, Elon put out the little flag and everything. You got to understand what that means. All that technically means is like I'm trolling you because I know you're going to get enraged. That's what the average world is. The average world is just all about emotions. It's all about just making you as emotionally charged as possible. If you guys don't know this, read the book Reality Transurfing, because what it talks about is pendulums, right? Life is in pendulums. So these pendulums are basically either media giants, personality figures. You look at guys like Tate, they're all pendulums that move, right? So when they're pendulums that move, they charge by having energy. They move. Their momentum goes forward with energy. So the more energy that you give them, positive or negative, and usually negative is charged a lot more, they're just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. The biggest thing, for example, like a Tate or even like a Trump, the biggest thing you can do if you dislike them is to literally just ignore them and not even react to them. That's the best thing you can do. Because the more that you give them attention, the more that you give them energy, the more that they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I don't have anything against either one, to be honest with you. I think a lot of it's controlled opposition. I think a lot of people don't believe me. But the reality is everything is controlled opposition. Everything is controlled opposition. Like all the people that say that they're all about freedom, it's like, bro, it's not about freedom. It's about controlled opposition. How can we control you by making ourselves seem like we're against the matrix or the oppressor? That's the reality of what's really happening. But I'm gonna get off this politics kick. I want to get into more of what you guys are asking for. Is oatmeal with protein powder a good breakfast? No. I personally believe that everyone should be on an all fruit diet until noon. That's literally what I did. I did an all fruit diet up until noon. I just eat grapes and blueberries and grapefruits and oranges. Like that's all I eat up until noon. And I eat as much as I possibly can. I also have honey. I eat like tablespoons of honey. Have that up until noon, and then I break it with carbs. So I have a fruit fast. I don't like intermittent fasting. I think intermittent fasting is garbage. Didn't help me, at least. It may help some people, but it did not help me. I ended up not having as much energy. My body, because my metabolism is so high, it has to have fuel. So I have to consume something. And fruit is the best because literally it's like eating it is giving you the sugars that you need to convert as energy so that when you get in the gym, you're good. A good breakfast is high in protein. Chia seeds, bro. Chia seeds and fruit. I'm telling you right now, protein should be eaten after you work out. I'm gonna tell you this right now. That's the best thing I could tell you. I can't give you guys specifics because I don't know your body as well, but protein should be eaten after you work out. They should be eaten middle of the day and towards like the evening time. Protein and fibers. In the morning, you really just need fruit, bro. I promise you. I'm sitting at 207 right now. Lean as possible. And I'm literally just eating fruit in the morning. So it's very helpful, you know. Healthy carbs do go crazy in the gym. Let me see what you guys are saying right now. Let's see. Yeah, tune out the noise and lock in, bro. There's so much noise out here for normies. I don't see you guys as normies. Like if you guys are watching me, you're not normies. Because if you were normies, you wouldn't be watching me because you wouldn't be interested in some of the topics that I talk about, all of the different takes that I have. You wouldn't care about that. All you would care about is how to get women and how to do this. But a lot of you guys understand this, which is why whenever I put out a poll, y'all know when I put out a poll, the reason why I put out this poll is so I could see and understand who my audience is. Did I get a brain dead audience or did I get an audience that's kind of in tune? And luckily, I got an audience that's in tune because all of you guys always put women at the bottom when it comes to choices of content. Even though that content blows up, I do believe that having like content like that sometimes is good for reach. But then I get the wrong people. I'd rather just talk about things that are cerebral. You feel what I'm saying? What's the best sets and reps to build my shoulders? Bro, 5 sets of 20. It's lightweight. I'm telling you, right? Get some kettlebells. Get some kettlebells and do raises with the kettlebells. It's a crazy pump, bro. Like in your shoulder. The thing I like about kettlebell training, which I just picked up, is that it literally builds like thickness like in the muscle. I don't know what it is. There's no scientific evidence for this. You just have to try it yourself. But like I have very small wrists because I'm naturally a skinny guy, right? So for me, when I do kettlebells, like I feel like my forearms, they like blow up. They blow up because of that. And I have very, very thin forearms because I'm just a naturally skinny dude. You know what I mean? What about carbs? Do you believe in carb loading? Yeah, I do. I like carb loading and carb cycling. So like on rest days, I don't eat as much carbs. On training days, I eat a lot of carbs. That's how I carb. So that's a simple way to explain carb cycling. I do this with all my clients too. I have them carb cycle. I have them calorie cycle too. So like they eat less calories when they rest and they eat more calories when they train. You got to be very meticulous with how you're actually structuring your entire training and your nutrition. All of that stuff has to be tailored. You know what I mean? Yeah, the lives are about to go crazy. Y'all about to see me. Y'all don't understand. So I'm not promoting this, but Zen pouches, man. This keeps me going. Y'all got to do some research on nicotine. Nicotine is actually really good for you. It's a neuroprotectant. My mom just got diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, so it actually helps. It helps reduce the risk of Parkinson's. that's in my family. Like a lot of my family members have those symptoms of Parkinson's early, and I don't, because I live a very healthy and active lifestyle. You know what I mean? I train a lot, which helps me a lot. I'm telling you, I come from really bad genetics, but at the end of the day, I can overtake that with the work that I put in. You feel what I'm saying? Let's see, right? Society wants my time and money. It's up to me to choose who deserves it. Facts. You got to understand, everybody that you interact with, all they want is your time, bro. They just want to suck your time away. And that time you can't get back. Anybody who interacts with you, typically, if they know that you're up, they want money. They want money from you. You have to be able to filter people out accordingly. If you don't filter people out, you are not going to win in 2025. If you cannot tune all of the other nonsense that's going on, the politics, the rage bait content, all of these things are created to take your attention and take your time away from you, so you remain in the fucking middle. I'm telling you right now, all of you need to break out of the middle, because the middle is where you're going to get stuck. The middle is where most men die. And if you want a high hurdle, if you want to accelerate over the middle, then you need to reprogram your mind to start understanding things how they are and seeing things for what they are. Because most of you don't. Most of you are emotionally charged. And I don't want you to be emotionally charged, because the minute that you become emotionally charged, that's the minute that everything else gets taken away from you. Let's see, my muscles are still sore after my intense training 2 days ago. What do I do to help with my recovery? So I do a lot of red light therapy. I go to hot springs too. Foam rolling is really good. You can foam roll. You can do a lot. It's really good if you can make sure that you apply like foam rolling to your daily just morning routine. That's helped me a lot. Foam rolling, it helps elongate your muscles. It helps like with fascia. It helps like lengthen I don't even know. I don't get into the science of things, because y'all won't understand if I get into the science of things. I think y'all understand if I just give you basic terms. Just foam roll so that you can feel better for your muscles after you work out. Simple, 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 simple. What's your advice for young men who are lost in life and looking for guidance? Bro, this is a good thing. So if you're lost in life right now, because I was once lost in life, and to be honest, sometimes I still feel lost in life. The biggest thing you got to do, to be honest, is just figure out like what it is that you truly love to do. Like, what is it that you truly love to do? Remove all societal programming of what's right and what's wrong, going to college, getting a job. What do you actually like to do? Because we live in the age of the internet where anything is possible if you put in enough work and you put in enough effort to make it a reality and you master a craft. If you're lost in life, try different things. Try email marketing if you like writing, copywriting. If you like talking to people, try sales. If you like, there's so many things that you can do and try. I think if you're lost in life, the best thing, you're actually at a really good point right now, because when you finally find the thing, you may start drifting away and doing other things, and then you start just losing momentum. The biggest thing if you're lost in life is you have to gain momentum. You have to gain momentum in either starting a business. You have to gain momentum in either building your physique. You have to gain momentum in talking to more people, building your network. As you gain momentum, you will start to get more clarity. But when you're not having momentum, when you're stuck in one place, you're not going to have that type of clarity that you need. So it's very, very important that if you are lost in life, you need to build momentum in something. It can be the smallest thing possible. You can go learn something, but you will gain momentum if you do that. You know what I mean? James P, I gotta skip to this because that's a not what they call it, super chats. Y'all doing super chats now. I gotta skip to that. Let's see. Favorite books. I like The Magic of Big Thinking, of Thinking Big, Read and Grow. Thinking, what is it? Read and Grow Rich. Oh wow, Read and Grow Rich. I've never heard of that. Maximum Achievement. I think honestly, my favorite book is Reality Transurfing. By far, Reality Transurfing is number one. Because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Reality Transurfing helps you understand the veil in life. I know a lot of you guys don't like spirituality and stuff like that. And to be honest, I'm not against a lot of the new age stuff, but I try to be very practical with it. And reality transurfing is probably the most practical thing. It teaches you more about your mind, teaches you more about just how things work, how energy works, how pendulums, like I mentioned before, like the news outlets, all of these things are pendulums that are sucking your energy away so that they can be bigger and bigger. And you need to create your own pendulum in your own life. Take over your own life, become the main character of your life. Reality transurfing, I'm telling you, is the GOAT. GOAT, 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 GOAT. The next book I would recommend, Psycho Cybernetics. I reread this book every year because this book taught me something that was very important that I lacked, and I still lack to a certain extent, which is self-image. How do you see yourself? Because the reality is, a lot of people may see you as a powerful person, but you may not see yourself as a powerful person, and then you'll start self-sabotaging on these opportunities that come your way. So the biggest thing you can do, literally, is understand your self-image. And the book is amazing because it relates it to plastic surgery, how people see themselves differently once they have plastic surgery. I think when it comes to self-image, fitness is actually one of the most tangible things to transform your self-image, because you're putting in work and you're seeing the results in real time. So that's why I always preach fitness. That's what helped me at least accelerate my self-image. I think now it's all about business for me. Business is accelerating my self-image. So there's different stages in your life that you go. Let's see. Leave for the Air Force today, and I'm out of shape. I'm looking forward to dialing in on my body these next few years. Appreciate it. Absolutely, Donald. You got to do it, bro. Especially when you go into the military. It's so important to get yourself in shape because it's not easy. I always wanted to be in the military when I was young. Fun fact, my mom didn't let me join the military. I actually wanted to be in I wanted to be in the Air Force. I really wanted to be in the Air Force, like so bad. And I could not go to the Air Force because my mom didn't let me. My mom was like, "Oh, don't be in the military. It's dangerous, etc." I had a very overprotective mom because I was an only child. So like she didn't want me to do anything. And for me, bro, I'm crazy. I'll go be a Navy SEAL or like a Green Beret. I have a friend who lives in Utah. He's like a multimillionaire. He's an ex Green Beret. He's like, Martel, go be a Green Beret. And I was like, bro, I would love to do it. But at the stage of my life now, I just business and creating content like that. That's my focus. And I think going to be a Green Beret would kind of mess things. And I'm not even in the country anymore. I'm in Romania, so it's a very different dynamic. I'm not in a place where I can serve the United States, and nor do I really want to right now. I think it's honorable. I think like Donald, it's very honorable that you are in the Air Force and you're learning. You're gonna learn a lot. Like from my friends that were in the Air Force, like they learned a lot of technical skills. It's more of the cerebral side of the military, to be honest. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. So let's see. You put me on the Dan Coe. I think that taught me a lot about what direction Dan Coe is the man. That man subscribed to me back in March. It was like the best subscriber I've ever seen that I got. I was like, oh, Dan Coe subscribed. I love Dan Coe. He teaches a lot about online business. He teaches a lot about being a one-person business, monetizing your passions, etc. It was dope, bro. I've been following him for years. I saw when he first came up. Twitter, I follow his, I'm a big Twitter guy. So if y'all don't have me on Twitter, get me, because that's where I'm raw and unfiltered on Twitter. I do not hold back on Twitter. I say some sometimes low-key out of pocket shit, but it is what it is. Teach, I appreciate you, bro. James, appreciate you again for the super chat, bro. That's dope. So I don't even think am I doing super chats? I don't know. But either way, if y'all donate, or if you guys do like the paid thing, like I'm just gonna shout you out. So shout out to James, shout out to Donald Freeman, shout out to James again. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? We're good. We're good. Why did I leave for Romania? So I left for Romania. It's very interesting. So my girl actually is from Romania. So she ended up having to come back. Long story. Don't even need to go into that. But I ended up saying, well, I want to leave the United States. I want to go abroad. I felt like I was kind of stuck being in the US because I wasn't able to travel. I had been to Switzerland. I had been to London. I really liked Europe. And I really wanted to leave the US because I felt like it was a bottleneck for me when it came to content. Like I couldn't, like I just recently went to Budapest, which is a 2-hour drive, to go check out my boy Tim. If you guys don't know him, Tim Ray on YouTube. He's like a brilliant sales trainer. Like if you want to get in, and I think everybody should get into high ticket sales. A man should get into high ticket sales. So Tim, I met him for the first time in person there. So I'm able to move around. I have friends in London. I have friends in Dubai. I'm going to Dubai next month. Like I'm able to do all these things because I'm actually in Europe. But when I was in the US, I felt like it was a stretch to be able to travel, to be able to meet up with different guys who were abroad. So that's why I ended up going there. She could have came back here. But I told her, I was like, look, let me just go to Romania and just check it out, see if I like it. And I really love it. The family values are good. They're very conservative here. You don't get a lot of the BS that you have in the US, like the crazy far left. And by the way, I'm not either right or left. I'm really like moderate. but I really like how they stand by their values, and it's good to see. And I don't even people say like, "Oh, bro, Martel, you came to Romania because of Andrew Tate, bro." I'm never leaving a country for another man, bro. That's weird. That's weird activity. That is weird energy. I moved to Romania because it's a better opportunity. And again, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I don't even really follow Andrew Tate like that. I used to when he was coming up, but like he's gone off the rails with crypto schemes, and y'all know how I feel. I just got rug pulled by not Trump, but it was a Saudi dude. It was like a sheik on Twitter that pumped a coin. I got in there, and like literally, bro, I literally lost everything. I think I put in like 800, bro, and I just went down to like $30. I was like, bro, I'm not doing this again. This is degenerate activities, right? Let's see. What is my take on drop shipping? So drop shipping is good. Drop shipping is good if you can build a brand around it. So I didn't necessarily do drop shipping. I built a supplement company called Elixir just to test it out. I'm the type of person I'll test out different business models just because. Like that's why I like to be multidimensional. I know sticking to one business model is good, but like I went to do like this how do you call it, like a supplement brand for men specifically, and like that started doing well. I think I made like $1,000 the first month, and it was good. But like I said, it was kind of like a drop shipping model because the supplier was in Utah, but they were basically shipping the products out to the customer, so I didn't have to worry about fulfillment. So drop shipping is good for logistics purposes, but if you're just selling random products on the internet that have no value whatsoever, and you're just pumping ads through TikTok just to get people to buy it, you're a waste man, right? But if that's how you make your money, that's how you make your money to start. People have to make money somehow. I get that, right? I'm not gonna shit on it too much, but I'd highly recommend doing a legitimate business model, or at least building a brand around that product that you think is really, really good for the people. Like that, I think business, as long as you're providing value, it's good. Okay, you say that your physique helps in networking due to the immediate first impression, but how do you leverage that when you're strictly remote in a small city? That's a great question, bro. Because I did the same thing. I did the same thing. So to be honest, my physique helped in person, but it actually helped better online because what happened was I was posting a lot of fitness content, which I recommend all of you guys create content in whatever you're proficient at, whatever you're the top 1% in, or you're close to, post content around that because that's how you network with people. I've met people who are multimillionaires online. Like my lead gen agency that I had, you guys can look it up. It's called leadbird.io, right? So I had exited that. I exited my position, but I only got that because my physique was good. So it showed that I was a leader. So these guys on Twitter that I would network with, Twitter is a great place if you want to go find people who are high net worth and people who are actually doing things in life. It's like a really, really good, like it's called x.com now. But these guys, like I just networked with them. Like the guy that I knew, his name was Sam Thompson. Like he was big time. He was at Boston University, found him online. We started connecting and they wanted to start a company with me. So it's like, all of these different things you can network online just by showing your physique and just be the fitness guy if you want to, or just show your physique, show your progress, show determination, show that you have a routine. People respect people who are showing that they have routines consistently, right? So that's a big thing that I would say, especially with trying to network online, is just showcase what you have. You have a top 1% physique, show it. It doesn't matter if you're a businessman. I tell even CEOs that I have, I'm like, document your journey. You know how many people respect a CEO that's documenting their fitness